All right, all you kids, you gather around. I've got to tell you a story. It's called Home on the Range. Terry's head was damp. He had determined for the 5th time that night that having a cigarette was more important than staying out of the rain. His last puff inhaled, Terry flicked the butt into the discouraging pile of past puffery, which were scattered in a mess on the dirty, melting snow below. A reminder of a winter of bad habits. The front door of his duplex home was a solid jam fit. You had to really yank it into its place, wait for that last click of the lock, which could feel like sealing a vault to Terry. Tonight he trudged in, wiped his feet, then turned and pulled tight the door. When he got to that instance, he knew well that pull just before the last click. He felt a jolt. He felt a panic. What he felt was a pull coming from the other side of the door. Someone was trying to get in. "Who goes there?" Terry shouted. He clung with dumbstruck strength to the knob of his front door, imagining the devil and all its incarnations wrenching from the other side. He continued, "I've got a gun." The rattling and the tugging and the presence on the other side of the door all seemed to drop at once. It was like a wind swept by and carried the evil away. But evil in this case came in the shape of a man, and he came with a gun. A window to Terry's left blasted out suddenly. A shock of ringing hit his ears as he realized pieces of the glass were stuck along his shoulder and cheek. Terry saw hands on the barrel of a shotgun clearing out the remaining edges of the glass. A pair of legs climbed in. Terry rushed the intruder and dumped him head back first into the bushes below the busted window. Terry didn't really have a gun. All he had was an old driver he kept next to his bed. It still had the dirty sock he hung on it as a head cover. Like anyone who keeps their weapon of choice nearby in the night, he did this in the spirit of theater, and not really thinking he'd ever bust anyone's skull with it. The driver brought Terry's strength and stupidity through its potential for violence. Another blast. The intruder shot through the front door and was only steps away. Terry waited around the corner of his entrance and could hear those assured steps being taken towards him. They'd very soon be face to face. What met Terry first was a split second that proved time was only a concept, because Terry saw the flash of a lifetime before his eyes. Alive in him again were 1,000 perfect drives he'd hit on the golf course with the driver he now clung to for a chance at survival. Theirs had been a dependable and lasting partnership. The intruder stepped into Terry's home, the muzzle of his shotgun entering first. Terry laid his interlocking fingers onto the well-worn grip of his beloved tailor-made .320i with the confidence of a rookie Tiger Woods, then cranked into his backswing. Time to let the big dog eat. Bang.